We hear a lot about the unethical companies of the world. What are some of the more ethical companies out there that we should be supporting? Newman's Own. The food company founded by actor Paul Newman. 100% of the profits go to charity. Worked at a health food store for a bit while younger. Newman's, in my opinion, was not only the most philanthropic company we sold, but also the products are damn good. It all tasted pretty awesome. Lego is pretty not evil despite being the world's largest toy company. They're investing a lot of resources into developing renewable plastics, even if it is for an arguably self-serving purpose. A good deed is still a good deed even if you also benefit from it. Right? It's like saying protecting the environment is selfish because I like breathing air. Well, they're not protecting people's feet. Yes, they are. They sell Lego-proof slippers. Create a problem, sell the problem solver, profit. Chewy.com. I'll never forget one day I contacted them asking if I could return a box of unopened cat food since my cat recently died from kidney failure. They not only returned my money but asked if I could donate my old box. A week later they sent me a beautiful handwritten card saying how they're sorry my cat died but hope you'll always cherish the memories. I started to cry because I couldn't believe companies can care this much. I put the card in my cat's memory scrapbook. Smile. Chewy is a fantastic company. We bought a cat tree only find out that my dad ordered the same cat tree for us. We called to return the cat tree and explained the situation. They told us to keep the cat tree because every cat deserves more than one and still refunded our money. That's freaking precious. Costco and the Kirkland brand. They pay their employees 12+ hour with benefits, stock options and quarterly wages. They make sure any company they hire pays their employees well and fair, shipping truck fiasco, and they never try and cheat you on prices. Look up the price comparison of Costco versus any other retailer. The TL, Doctor is Costco charges a 10% markup while Target Walmart charge around 30 to 40%. I will drive an hour to my nearest Costco just to shop there because I believe their business model is fair and many other companies should follow it. Costco for sure. Mostly because of how well they treat their employees. Any company that treats their employees like actual people deserves to get more business than its shadier competitors. Haven't seen this one yet, so I thought I would throw it out there. Dave's Killer Bread. It's ran by an ex-con who started working with his brother when he got out and got his shit together. They are a known ex-con friendly business focused on rehabilitation after release. Edit, thanks for all the replies. It seems that Dave has landed back on the other side of the fence, but I still think it's a phenomenal product and I haven't seen any indication that they've strayed from the original intent. Still very much a fan. Plus the bread is ducking delicious. Oh man, I love their bread. Had no idea about them being ex-con friendly, though. Pretty cool. Dave relapsed and is no longer the owner. Now they don't hire many ex-cons. OregonLive.com. Trader Joe's has a long-time reputation as a great employer. Good pay and benefits for employees, plus a pretty chill work environment without all that corporate bullshit. Used to volunteer at a food pantry before I moved states. One of my jobs was driving to stores to pick up donations. #X200B, Trader Joe's consistently gave us more food than the 3 other stores combined. Bob's Red Mill. When Bob retired, instead of selling, he gave his company to his employees. Thank you, Bob. Maker of flour made from anything. All of us in the organic flour business live under Bob's shadow. The mill I run produces 8 different kinds of flour and that's enough to give me a headache some days. Bob's turns things I've never even heard of into flour. I wouldn't even be surprised if they started engineering new plants, only to turn into flour. Wikipedia, they would make billions with ads. I feel like keeping Wikipedia ad-free is important, not so much because it would be intrusive and deter people from using it, but because it shows what good we can achieve in collaboration. It's a great symbol. Hungry Harvest delivers fresh produce that would go to waste because either too much was produced, or the fruits and vegetables don't meet the cosmetic standards for grocery stores. Sometimes it just means the fruit veggie is too small or too large. They also donate fresh produce to hunger-solving charities. I get a delivery box from them every week and I have been pretty impressed so far. I haven't bought anything from them in a while because I've moved away from PC gaming, but Humble, at least used to, let you donate a portion of the price you paid to either the developers directly or to a charity when you bought a bundle. I thought that was pretty cool. It's still that way even though they were acquired by Aiden. And since they were acquired, it's more of a book bundle site. The game bundles got a little more sparse and of somewhat lower quality. The monthly bundles are always a good deal, though. They're picking up in game bundles too lately, and yeah, the monthlies have always been pretty good. Arizona iced tea, they print the price right on the side of the can. They've been holding at 99 a can since they started making iced tea, and they refuse to raise it until it starts costing them. Fun fact, they weren't always so good to their customers. They switched to iced tea after their first two malt liquor products were considered offensive enough for Congress to get involved. Also, Huifan Foods. They make the real sriracha sauce, with the rooster on the bottle, but the founder never copyrighted the name sriracha, so anybody can call their sauce sriracha. Also, he refuses to use dried chilies, opting instead for fresh peppers from local farms so his community gets the money, and he has refused to raise the price since the 80s. He's quoted as saying something to the effect of, "I don't want to get rich, I just want to make sure that people who want hot sauce can get hot sauce." He's been offered partnerships by investors, but has refused every time because nobody has the same goal as him. Dude just wants to spread a love of hot sauce, and really doesn't care if it makes him a billionaire. Costco and In-N-Out both pay their rank and file a living wage and have health insurance. A store manager at IO makes $150 a year. Came here to say this. I work at In-N-Out and I couldn't be happier with the managers, all of the higher levels. Everyone is so darn nice and pleasant. I can't speak for Costco. Managers making that much will be happier to be at work and treat people better. With that kind of wage, it's also easier to hire experienced managers if a bad one needs to be replaced. Yeah, I think my roommate and I keep the local In-N-Out in business with how often we go there. Always busy but turn it around quickly. As far as I'm aware, Cards Against Humanity does a lot of good work. I try and support Vosges chocolates whenever possible. They come in awesome flavor combinations. The Black Pearl is my favorite and are slavery-free, as well as being owned by a cool lady who met with a lot of the stores that sold her stuff personally. I miss working in the chocolate industry because of awesome companies like this who really work to make a cruelty-free product that tastes good. Also, shout out to Guittard Chocolates for being the slavery-free base chocolate to a lot of your favorite treats. Till, there is a huge problem with slavery in the chocolate industry. Holy shit. I had a college sociology prof whose entire deal was chocolate. She had a chocolate bar framed in her office. I asked her why, and she said, "I've been in and out of Africa and South America for 3 decades now and studied nothing but cocoa practices. That is the only company that sells in the US I've found to pay every worker a fair price for their country and had bearable working conditions. That chocolate bar is $26. Do you remember the name of the chocolate bar company? That's wild. Paying fair wages would push the price up to $26. Not really. There is a good reason it took a civil war to end slavery here in the States. Employees are expensive. Slaves are affordable, and a one-time only hairstyle expense. Not saying slavery is right in any way, just more cost-effective. Free labor is free. But then how does a company like Cadbury get to put a fair trade logo on their chocolate while charging $1.50 for a bar of dairy milk? It is pretty crazy to anyone who doesn't have any in-depth knowledge about the industry. Several American supermarket chains are employee-owned: Publix, Hy-Vee, Winco, as are a couple large breweries, Full Sail, New Belgium. Southwest Airlines is 15% employee-owned. There are also a lot of co-ops, like Ray and Navy Federal Credit Union, where the business's customers have some direct say over its governance. That's obviously no guarantee of ethics. Employees and customers are capable of electing a board of directors that's just as ruthless and shitty as your typical corporation. But at least the workers have a stake in the profits. Personally, I like shopping at the local farmers market. Not only is the produce fresher, but when you buy directly from the farmer, there's a chance you're dealing with someone who has some values beyond cutting every possible corner. Monterey Bay Aquarium. They actively educate kids and adults on the dangers of overfishing and one-use plastics. They built an app to keep people aware of what fish is currently sustainable and therefore okay to eat. They are constantly monitoring sea creature life and rehabilitate many at-risk species should they be lost by their moms covered in plastic, etc., and they fund a ton of research into the field. I just went for my first time yesterday, and the staff and volunteers there were also incredibly excited about working at the aquarium. You could tell there was a genuine pride for the difference they were making in the world. Edit, due to popular demand, here's a link for the Seafood Watch app.